Hey, traders, happy Friday to you. Wow, what a day, man. For stocks, what a great way to end the week. All-time highs across the board. I think except for Russell 2000. I think the NASDAQ, though, and S&P 500 actually closed highest ever. So we'll take a look at that. Take a look at some of the stocks that helped make those index funds rally to their highest levels ever. And yep, wherever you are around the world, whether you're in America or Europe or Dubai or Africa or Australia, doesn't matter. It's, we have a global community, and we're all just trying to see if Bitcoin can hold and maintain its prices above $30,000, which is extremely pivotal. Bullish engulfing candle a couple days ago is what saved us. And now we're just meandering on up, floating on up, nearing the 200 moving average. You think maybe even this weekend we'll test it at 33,142. Again, the 4-hour 200 moving average, well off the 200-day moving average, which is up at like 44,643. It'll probably be a while before we see that again. But yeah, man, another development is like even people on Twitter are talking about it now, right? Like every day we talk about the RSI trend line on the daily. I think it's truly being broken right now. You understand? Truly being broken. It's been 7 months, almost 8 months now, that this daily RSI has been established, and Bitcoin has been contained within the parameters of it. Another day, another storm outside, of course. You can probably start hearing the thunder. I mean, I can hear it. I don't know if you can yet, but anyway. If you're above 30K, all is well. Okay, there's no problem. So you can come back, test it, sure. But anytime you're above 30K, look at the price action correlation most of the time. Straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up. Straight down, straight up, straight down. You know, there's been times where you haven't been able to make higher highs, and that's really what needs to be said. I mean, there's nothing that's changed from yesterday on the analysis of Bitcoin, where it's great that we're back above 30K, but what needs to be done? We need to establish a higher low, and then after the higher low has been established, we then make a higher high. Whatever order, you could make a higher high first, then the higher low, but then after that, you better make a higher high. So you just have another real spring on your hands of a range, and you're still in it, man. So, but yeah, when you're below it, you can feel like, oh yeah, there's no hope, you're screwed. But when you get back above it, hey, we're back to where we were, you know, at mid-July, safe until out. Okay. That's your favorite asset in the world. And then you got your second, which is, wow, Ethereum, man. Chat, Ethereum doing some extremely important things right now. Really, really healthy, okay? An asset that is broken back above its critical inflection point from February 19th. You're trying to bullishly engulf with an hour 49 minutes to go. On the 4-hour, there is no buyer exhaustion at all going on. If anything, it's just bullish convergence where you make a high on price, then a higher high on price. Sorry. Just not. It should be good now. Wow. And not just above the inflection point, but the 200 moving average on the 4-hour we've been talking about. The Bitcoin hasn't even tested yet. Ethereum's attempting to break and hold above it. This is exceptional. I mean, above $2,000, you think at least targets of 2279 and 2400, you know, the top of the sharp pattern. You know, any pullback, okay, as long as you make a higher low than 1739, you're gonna be fine, even if you're not able to maintain prices above this level, because like Bitcoin pullback, it's all about the higher low now. We need to see, because what did Ethereum just do? It just put in the exact same low we saw June 26th, all right? So you pull back to 1875, something like that, make the higher low, then make the higher high, and let's reverse the trend. All right, this thing's only been making lower highs with the exact same lows. So that's like descending triangle behavior. We need something that's like a distribution pattern. It's not good, but we need something to be invalidated, right? I mean, sure, there's some sort of supply line, right? I think I have it plotted on the other chart. Yeah, you see, this is probably what's going to be happening next. Ethereum's probably going to go run to test that supply line. That's right around $2,100, as you can clearly see it right here. So that's it, man. That's your Ethereum. It all looked like hope might have been lost, but it never broke the demand line. It held. bids came in again. But that's what happens, you know, all the time with, you know, distribution patterns. Bids can come in, but it's all about what happens next. Well, you come up and you make a lower high and you test the supply line again, and there's too many sellers and buyers relent, and you go down one more time, and then that's where things get real bad. That's when you do eventually demand gets absorbed completely and a breakdown occurs to the next critical levels of support. So you really need to do something that indicates that accumulation's occurring, that there are more market participants that own this asset than before, and that hasn't quite happened yet. So got a lot of work to do, crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and everything else really across this market. Okay, most things been making the same lows or lower lows lately. Downtrend, are we here, chat? Don't be a buzzkill music. It's all good, dude. It's too loud. It's too loud. I mean, I turned it down. My God, is it still too loud? Just give me an update before I continue to waste my stream time talking and you can't hear me. What's up, Crypto Fish? What's up, Royal Gamers? Cogger Crypto. What's up, Mike O? David S, Bitcoin King, JMO. Alright, thanks for the updates. I don't know, man. Look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, and everything else is just kind of like whatever, right? I mean, who even cares? Go to Litecoin if you want. Just right at that inflection point, that 121 area. You haven't broken it. You haven't broken a supply line yet. You're below the 200 moving average. But the daily's interesting, right? The daily's interesting on Litecoin, showing that really nice triple MACD bullish divergence, undeniable. Where you make a low, you make a lower low, and then you make a slightly lower low with even lower levels of negative momentum. That is impending price action reversal being implied on a quite significant time scale. And it just so happens that you bullishly engulfed at a major area that needed to be held from February of 2018. You did hold it, not once, but twice. We've got a confirmation low going on. Well, confirmation lows can happen, but we really want to see eventually a higher low than the previous low being put in. What's up, Michael Parker? Thanks for the 10, dude. Thank you, man. Yeah, sorry. I actually kind of feel okay. Like after yesterday, dude, y'all got me wrecked. I had to wave that white flag so hard. It was rough. Y'all definitely beat me. The arrogant wheel. It didn't go well. All right, so but I can't even believe it. I've resoundingly bounced. I bounced as well as Bitcoin bounced above, right back above 30K when it fell below it. I lost, but won. Sure. I definitely feel like I won just based on the fact that I don't feel like death, you know, right now. Normally, after nights like that, I'm like out of commission for the whole weekend, but I'm okay. Yes, I was gonzo. You know, I was gone, and, you know, I get, what is it in The Sopranos? Phil, have a breadstick. Where it's like, I get him, he gets emotional when he drinks wine. Or whatever, have a breadstick. So yeah, man, ate on stream, had an eating stream yesterday. It was wild, man. We don't do that very often. So thanks for participating in it, all that did. And we had Patreon night too. It was pretty cool. It all converged together. See what happens later when you challenge your community. I don't know. Sometimes I've challenged the community and I've won. I've actually won. But normally it ends up like last night, so I just had like a bunch of chug dead, I think. So, blah. Anyway, I mean, you know, you just go across the markets, man. You know, like Monero. Monero is actually spectacular. I mean, I can't even believe how good Monero looks. Monero's like, you take a long on Monero. I mean, this is it, dude. This is like a bullish. I mean, this is literally a bullish Gartley that's reacted and is possibly reversing now. I mean, like, it's textbook Gartley. I mean, we're talking a 60% retrace on B, a lower high on C, and then a 78% retrace that is confluent with a 141 4-fib extension. This is a literal daily specimen bullish Gartley. Like, it just doesn't get, like, literally this perfect. I mean, it dipped a little bit lower than 786. Who the heck ever said that it was going to be actually perfect to the dime, to the cent? It happens, man. So, this is incredible. If you're talking about Monero, you're talking about harmonics in the context of where harmonics need to develop, this is it, dude. It's not just that. It's not just the context where the harmonic developed. It's also the way the oscillator is playing ball. I mean, the way it looks is so spectacular. Triple MACD bullish divergence. There it is. It's on your screen, dude. Literally on your screen. Pending price action, reverse to the upside, bullish engulfing candle. Not on the first test, but on the second test, right? The reaction low, the reversal low. Scott Carney's little indicator would probably be having that little moon or sun right here. So I just, to me, it's like the Japanese candlestick reversal, the confirmation low, the divergence on the MACD. You go to the weekly, it's definitely hitting bullish divergence eventually. It's back testing an old high from January 4th. Okay, you know, whatever. It could turn into something nice, but weekly is not even that great. Maybe 3-day. Give us something. So daily is for sure. Yeah, look at this. The 3-day, 1 hour, 41 minutes until you're closed. Dang, dude, you gotta understand. You gotta understand on the 3-day what's going on. Hold on. Oops. What the? There we go. On the 3-day. Hid bullish divergence, certain, well, you know what, I take that back. There actually isn't really hidden bullish divergence. But something I do like is the bullish engulfing candle and the way you haven't seen positive momentum since May, mid-May. No real edge on the 3-day actually, but again, the daily sets you free, well above the 200 moving average. I mean, this is it, dude. Yeah, you think it could go a little lower, you know, it could come down to test like 146 or maybe 120. Those are much stronger areas of support, but right here, dude, it's just literally you're looking in the face of one of the most reliable harmonic or structures that exist in technical analysis. There's nothing more reliable than a bullish Gartley, especially in this context with the edge you see on the MACD histogram, dude. Okay, dude. Understand. See, gang, it doesn't really look it doesn't look that great when it's daytime out, the sun comes or the light comes in and you can't really see anything, so it's just better to have it like this. But if I have night streams, yeah, it looks pretty cool at night. But dude, I'll tell you, this is great news. I mean, just things looked so hopeless a couple days ago. Dude, I'm telling you, when you break below critical supports and you make your lowest candle close, lowest daily candle low close since December 31st or January 1st, yeah, that's bad. But when immediate fall to price action is rejection, that's good. What's up, Charizard, man? Matic, well, I don't know, we'll look at it. I think rolled over, you know, and it made another like harmonic, like a deep retrace harmonic like many others that just sucked, you know. So I hope it's not lost though. So very good. If you want a weekly bullish engulfing candle, I think you're going to need to close above $36,000. And that's truly what we want, but you know, probably not going to get it. So I'm talking about right here. Oh, so I'm sorry. It only needs to close above 34,272. So it is actually feasible. You know, I mean, this is the weekly right here on Bitcoin. And you would prefer to have a Japanese candlestick reversal on the weekly. I mean, of course, some way. And you don't have it right. It's kind of a nothing burger candle right now. You could try to say it's a hammer. It's not. Like hammers, the strongest hammers are the ones with the larger wicks. You know, and this is literally a textbook hammer because it meets the definition of it and it meets the criteria of it. But like, I don't know. To me, it's not a very big hammer. I like larger hammers. Like this one looked really good, but you know, no follow through. So anyway, look at a 3-day. I mean, 3-day was like, it was looking okay. 3 days about to, all right, so this is good news too, all right? Really good news for Bitcoin on the 3-day is it's about to confirm a 3-day bullish engulfing candle. Okay, we had one of those at this level. The last time we had a bullish engulfing candle on a 3-day at this level was January 28th, just like on the daily. It manifested into all-time highs.
I've been trading and learning how for a few years now, and let's just say that I've started being successful at it.
Well, good P09, man. You just, like, you know, one day at a time. Keep investing in yourself, which I know you have. And I know, like, when you joined the community, you were a certain type of way, and now you're a certain type of way. And I've seen you grow, and I'm really proud of it. But, you know, I mean, I'm not saying like I'm not taking ownership of your growth by saying I'm proud of it. I'm just saying, like, seeing you develop has been really cool over time. And I know you've got a lot of time because you're younger, and if you keep at it, man, the world is yours. Just like it is for everyone else in here. You invest in yourself long enough, the world is yours. So I'll say this, man. I mean, kind of, wow, I mean, just it's not really in the context. I mean, I'd prefer it be oversold, but I mean, that's real. The RSI on the 3-day, where you made a low on price.
For the mental sushi and the rare, but much needed, Swiss cake roll.
Is that a joint?
What's up, Murdoch, man? Yeah, dude. 2 years ago, yesterday, right? I said that. This is mental sushi, and you could go get mental Swiss cake rolls if you wanted. Thank you, dude. So, I mean, really, like a low, and then you got like a lower low, and then the lowest low, and you're diverging. You know, the oscillator is diverging from the price, so divergence maybe. This would be a strong candle. I mean, we've seen 3-day bullish and golden candles that turned it to nothing, right? But again, where the candle is, the context, at a critical support, I think is really good, man. Don't think it's bad. Let's go CPT, man. Thanks for the 50, brother, man. Wow.
Just cuz.
Just cuz, he says. Just because. You're very kind and amazing. Thank you, dude. Supporting the stream. 100% crowdsourced, right? No affiliate marketing, no monetization via advertising. None of that, man. Just 100% you guys. So thank you, dude. And thanks for all the contributions yesterday and the day before, and all the support from Patreon. Everything. Best community out there. The good times, the bad times, and most importantly, the no times where you're stuck in a range for almost 3 months, right? Yeah. So thank y'all. All right. So 3-day could be diverging, and you're back building positive momentum again. This could be really good. If you build off this, look what histogram islands can occur off just the beginning, right? Start low and they can turn into this. All right. So you have not had any real positive histogram wick since March, early March. So you can't be surprised if it happens. And with you breaking on the daily, that RSI trend line, dude, I'm telling you, these are all like the combination. Like, it's like all that had to happen where these things needed to be broken, and now they're breaking. I wonder, do we have an RSI trend line on the 3-day? I don't even know, man. Like you, Jesus, did you see this? I mean, I only got a couple anchor points. If you do it like this, 1 and 2 initially, and then you had another one, and then you have fake out, and then this test. This is happening too. 3-day has its own little RSI downtrend. It's in.
Hey Mitch.
Yo.
Love the stream. Do you have opinions on other indicators? You've mentioned Scott Carney's. How about GT Mogul? Stochastic? Thanks, man.
Is that a joint?
Eduardo, I think you do, dude, for the 420. Any thoughts on? I mean, I used to use stochastic. I used to use moving average a lot more, some moving average, but I mean, I don't know, anything but the 200-day moving average. I'm 200 moving average. I have 200 moving average everywhere all the time, but sometimes I'll turn it on and off just to see where we're at. Like Bitcoin, I think just broke back above the 20.
Mitch, can you check out skills on the 4hour/1D? Thank you.
Skills to kills. We'll look at it, dude. Thank you, Joe.
Noise! What's up, family?
What's up, Gorilla Glue? Thanks for the 20. Gorilla Glue number 4, not number 1, 2, 3. But foe. Thank you, dude. Kingsman. So I truly do think that on the RSI 3-day, there's some major development occurring. At least some sort of breakout by the looks of it. Even so, whether you have the first 2 touches, the anchor points, and then you just leave it alone, or even if you adjust for the little fake out you had in April, you're still right now breaking out initially. So this is incredible. This could be extremely powerful. The daily and 3-day, and the 3-day could be diverging. And again, with the oscillator on the 3-day showing positive momentum building. All right, and the bullish and golden candle that will be confirmed in an hour and 33 minutes. All of a sudden, the argument starts going to the bullish side again, above 30K. with the price action that we've recently received is what is causing all these things to start looking bullish again. You get that, right? Like before this engulfing candle, nothing, it was close. We were monitoring it and it was kept on failing, right? The RSI trend line couldn't break. But the new set of data, new pieces of data that we've been given recently in the past couple days, they're what are indicating the bullish signals are starting to come alive. It's unreal. And that's how fast things can change on charts. So, I don't know, just spent a little bit too much time here just talking about what's occurring on more significant time scales, okay? You got breakouts going on. Not bad. Full moon. I thought it was tomorrow. 24th. What happened? Sorry, I got a lot of things going on. Oh, weird. Oh, yeah. Tao saw it earlier. It's terrible, dude. All right, so there's your Bitcoin fix, okay? Fixins just spent 20 minutes, 21 minutes, all on Bitcoin and Ethereum, mainly Bitcoin, right? Just so you got a dose of what's happening here, all right? It was terrible, and then all of a sudden, it turned around with new data. Interesting how that works. A lot of work to do, though. All right. So we can switch gears to the S&P 500. That again, all-time highs. Wonderful, beautiful, hidden bullish divergence was developing. It's still developing, and it's about to go positive again. And pending price action continuation on the daily is happening. And wow, I mean, like, where are you even going? 2618 fib extensions, 4532. I mean, upsloping resistance that goes back. I mean, you got that up there too. $4,500. Unbelievable, right? What a freaking spectacular sight to behold. Money printer go burr. Dow Jones first close above $35,000 on the daily ever. Okay, incredible. And still though, confined within the top of the range, right? You're still at the top. Let me make it perfect, right? It's off a little bit. Right here. It's at that little wick high. 35,090 or whatever. Like, yeah, I mean, bullish convergence. You're on the cusp of a major structural breakout. I mean, a rectangle of some sort. Great, dude. I mean, if you do Fibonacci, if you wanted to know targets, high to low, the little rectangle you were in. Talking like 35,008. 35,584 would be your 1272 fib extension. Remember, this is the same way I had the QQQ or the NASDAQ plotted. It went up, tested that, and then reversed there, and then went to come back test what was once a resistance and support. Remember? So that, why could the Dow Jones not do that? It might do that, right? Remember that time? Had all this plotted the same way, and then you back tested. Okay, confirmation, morning star reversal, and gap filled the next day, and then 3 days of more prosperity. Highest close ever today, 14,837, approaching the 1414 fib extension, 14,924. Let's go. Positive momentum hasn't even begun to build yet. There's just what could happen, and we know what's going on, right? Don't we have some major earnings next week? Apple's reporting. What a Google. I mean, you got the big tech names reporting next week, so I wonder what's going to happen, because they've just been going nuts, but for good reason. Because I mean, dude, think about it. It's just, we've already talked about it a million times. You had an asset or an asset class that was confined within a range for 6 months. So, I mean, like, and then individual assets that comprise, that make up this, that are market drivers of these index funds, were in ranges far longer than the index funds. They were stuck for like a year, 300 days. So it means just, of course, and they were the ones that make billions and billions of dollars. Russ 2000 though, I don't know, man. What's it, Bollinger? The Bollinger guy today said Wyckoff distribution. I guess I could see that. It is just stuck in a range, literally the heart of the range right now today. 2209, stuck like dead middle. Back above that little demand line, he sprung. No edge right now, really. Class C divergence maybe. And, you know, flip the coin, dude. Flip the coin for the small caps. It's either 2085 next or 2300 next when you're in the middle like that. So But then you had like, okay, the QQQ, right? QQQ, currently the QQQ go up. You had the QQQ all-time highs today, 1.17% up for good reason. Why? Because the top gainers in the S&P 500, Facebook and Google. Facebook, Google. They're like, those two assets right there are about 20 to 23% of the QQQ. Go figure, right? Qs, Facebook, top gainer. There it is. All-time highs, 369.79. Exceeded, hit, and actually opened higher than the 2618 of extension from the COVID crash high, pre-COVID crash high to post-COVID crash low. Opened above that 2618 and rallied. I mean, it actually kind of back tested it, I guess, technically, and then rallied to its highest level ever. Got as high as like 375 and change today. Beautiful. And remember, we were talking about Ethereum, right? Ethereum, different context because of the impulse before it, you know, the consolidation structure. But Ethereum's painting this kind of the same picture as Facebook, right? Was back in March, August through March, right? It's like, oh no. It's like, I mean, so Ethereum, what it needs to do is it needs to rally, test the supply line, and if it sells off again, make a higher low and fail to see the bottom of the structure again. That's what Ethereum like truly needs to do. And well beyond the measured move. $400 is kind of your next target. $400, man, on Facebook. And then Google broke out of this cute little supply line. It's unreal, dude. It's so insane. I mean, I'm just talking, I had the anchor point back from January for COVID, bottom, post-COVID, pre-COVID, post-COVID, you know, and the channel, the way I had it was really nice because you had the heart line so well respected as resistance, then it became support when it broke back above it. It rallied to the top, sold off, hit the heart line again. So what was once a resistance became a support, upsloping, and now you've broken out. What? So uber powerful Google is. Okay, breaking the supply line. But, you know, David Weiss, he talks about breakouts like this. They don't always stay out. A lot of times they come back in. So you just be careful. There's a gap fill right below you, 25.63 on Google. This is no value. This is an extreme, ridiculous, unbelievable premium. All right, exceeding the mean of the parabolic trend you've been in since the global financial crisis in 2008. Right? Yeah. Look at the weekly, dude. I mean, it's literally defying gravity. It reminds me of Bitcoin in 2017 in ways, in its own way. This is a way more significant time scale, but 2660 to close the week at its highest close ever. And just, you can see how far away it is from the mean. And that's like how, that's downside potential. It's always come back there eventually, but what a whipsaw. We got another 2,000 on our hands. I mean, we might be only at 1997 or something, 1998. Might have a couple more years of this. I don't know. Like eventually this thing will come back down, man. Yeah, number go up. If you're a part of the Discord, we have a new number go up emoji. All right, I just wanted to make sure it existed, you know, because it was perfect. I'm posting it in the general chat right now, so if you want to see it, you can. It's cool. There you go. Number go up. Boom. Okay, so Google, Facebook, hey, Mastercard, a trade setup, right? That had hit one target and then pulled back and then got back to entry, and now it's exceeding the first targeted trade setup, so it's on its way to the second. And gotta freaking love Mastercard, man. Why not? It was a technical thing. It was all price action correlation to trend lines from history. It is incredible. It was, guess what? Your highest weekly candle close of all time for Mastercard. Audition weekly. Yeah, that was it. Okay, so your second highest daily candle close of all time, just second to that April 28th high, but I think cracking the resistance, the major resistance that goes back to March 11th. I think you have a breakout going on. Yeah, you do have earnings coming up though, right? I mean, earnings is like, I think next week, yeah. So it'll be really interesting to see how this all unfolds. Lots of accumulation, March 23rd. May 13th, I mean, it's over on July 1st, July 21st, all this accumulation, man. Higher lows, sell wall kind of up there, and you've broken it by the looks of it. All right, killed it. Beautiful, dude. And then, of course, Starbucks. That was great yesterday, even better today. What a gap up, what a rally, up 2.72%. This thing's going full bore. 1.618, target 130. That's the major 1618. Good God. Bitcoin session highs. Yep, you're right. Highest high of the day. Like we were talking about at the beginning of the stream, the 200 moving average maybe tested this weekend. Remember at 33,120. Yep. We can test that. No problem. Isn't it crazy how, yep, let's go to Bitcoins. We've got to switch back and see what's happening. Highest high of the day. Highest 4-hour candle of the day. 33,000, cracking above 33K for the first time since July 15th, as I'm speaking to you. And there it was, 33,000. There it is, chat, we've done it. We have now officially tested the 200 moving average. You can clearly see the price action correlation to that trend line, or to that line, that moving average on your screen. It went up, literally tested it, and immediately pull back. And that's how it goes, man. It's just the 200. It's real. It's important. It's a thing. Very, very nice, dude. Keep it going. Keep it going. We need to look. You need to recapture high. I mean, a mini high on the 4 hours July 12th at 34.6, right? Another high, 35.8. But I think the major high that you could see on the daily, which I think is most important, is 36,655. I want to see eventually a higher high than that to feel really good. Okay. And if you want the resumption of the overall long-term uptrend that could turn into a multi-year long-term uptrend, you need to truly break the top of the range, 40 to 43K. It's a lot of chop, man. There's all kinds of chop, dude, right? I mean, you crack one zone and all of a sudden, like, there's another zone at like 43.6. That's not that strong. I mean, I think you truly break this 42K zone, man, that's where you could have fireworks and see 58K sooner than you think. So it's all about, it's never about like certainties. It's always about probabilities. It's always about the follow-through price action an asset receives after a breakout or breakdown. It broke down, and the immediate follow-through price action ended up being rejection. That's really good. If you're bullish on Bitcoin, this is a wonderful thing to see. Okay, that just clearly shows there was a technical breakdown, and there was certainly just not near enough selling pressure to propagate the true breakdown. So rejection, fake out occurred. All right. Excuse me. Small and hard to read. Follow through is everything, not the event that occurs initially. So Bitcoin is working right now as I'm speaking to you. Bitcoin's breaking above the 200 moving average. Let's go, chat.
Ray in Spanish is Ray Ray. I have been watching Orchid on Coinbase. Is it realistic to think this could be a
OXT.
lifetime 3 rising values accumulation on the weekly?
If Bitcoin's gonna actually get to 100K, sure, yeah. I mean, dude, think about it. Bitcoin goes to 100K, any of your wildest dreams about any of these S coins is gonna come true. Yep. Right, they're gonna do what they did in 2017, where they, right, we've been talking about it for so long now. Yeah, it sucks on Bitcoin, what it was doing. Now things are changing maybe, right? Can't get our hopes up completely, but things are starting to change again back above 30K. But all these altcoins, you know it from watching the stream, they all lost 80 to 100% of their value from their previous discernible swing lows. That's value areas, GRT, right? I think Ocean, Rose, there's a lot of them from their previous lows to highs. And here we go. Bitcoin's at its highest high of the day. Technically, Bitcoin's at now its highest price it's seen since July 13th, which is only 10 days ago. I know time moves fast. Things occur fast in crypto. Take a day off, you might miss it. I can't even hear this. What's going on? Can y'all hear the music, dude? It's like so quiet. Very good, man. Very, very good. You know, even if you had a demand line, look at this, chat. I want you to see just an anchor point from June 29th and July 5th, right there. Actually, it's like right there. Okay, that's real. Like, I'm zooming in. Just make sure I'm accurate here on my anchoring. 1, and then make sure this is perfect. 2, right? Oh God, look at this, man. I'm just really scaled in here. All right, you got 1 high, and then you've got that second high right there at the top of the harmonic, and then we scoot over and look at that. We got some sort of supply line right there. Interesting, right? This is not a breakout really, especially if we are anchoring from A and C of the harmonic. You're at the supply line. Interesting. Well, I mean, either way, I mean, so that's an inflection point maybe. Some sort of minor one. It's probably not the biggest thing in the world, but just point it out. It's there. So we need higher highs. All right, so we continue on. You know, and I'm watching Bitcoin. I don't know, like, I don't even know when these things are happening. We so seldom have been getting any kind of price action on Bitcoin that these are kind of like nice times that we cherish on stream now. You know what I'm saying? Dude, volatility has been getting wrecked, right? Liquidity drying up, less and less market participants, the sentiment just going away, just market participants leaving, the moon boys got out. Alright, so we're going to keep our eye on that. If you want to plot your own little trend line right there from those highs of the harmonic, let's see what happens, see if we can break it. Number go up. Okay, so thank you, Adam, for the rays. As Ray in Spanish mean king, right? We are kings. Alright, so let's we looked at the winners on the S&P, some of them anyway. Texas Instruments making a nice recovery. Hey, you want to see something, patrons? I scanning yesterday and identified this. It was beautiful. It was an inverse head and shoulders on lows, right? And look what happened. Just gapped up today. Broke out with a gap up. Unreal. Up 2%. Measure move. Just happens to be where gap fill is. It's beautiful, dude.
Yo, how many ladies flocking to your bitcoins? Hope all is taking a vacancy with profits. Can you provide analysis for XDC on the daily and 4-hour charts, please? Thanks and stay healthy,
Robert,
friend.
DC11. Sure,
Beer mugs.
We'll look at it. How many ladies fly my Bitcoins? None, because none of them know how many I have. So it's like, it all works out, doesn't it? And I think that should be the case for you too. Like, no girl should ever be knowing how many Bitcoins you have, all right? Anyway, so isn't it cool how a momentum shifting structure appeared, right? In an uptrend, bounced off the 200 moving average, you know, and then a perfect little neckline was created, and then you broke it today, and I think your target would be 211 for a gap fill. Heck, man, there's actually literally a gap fill at 205.88. Barely, but there is. It's there. It exists. So, I mean, I think there's a lot more upside on lows, man. And, you know, up here, 210. Why is that? That's cool because it's like an 886. So you could look at that like a bat or a shark or something for a reversal. Unless they're your wife. I mean, that's debatable, probably, right? I mean, some people might debate saying that, no, maybe their wife doesn't even know how much Bitcoin they have. But it can be in your will, in testimony, you know? Yeah, I mean, it's a little late now, but yeah, normally on inverse head and shoulders, if you're trying to get in on the pivot, on the right shoulder, wherever it is, you know, say it was that engulfing candle on the 20th, right? Yeah, having a stop loss just slightly below that shoulder, that right shoulder, and then your first target is the measure move, and then you get a 3.92 to 1 reward to risk. It's late. It's too late now, though. I mean, like, this was identified yesterday, you know? I mean, but again, it's up, so it's like harder. You know, the further you get away from the bottom shoulder, the higher the risk the trade is, right? So now you're like well off. And like, you know, this could fail and come fill a gap and fall back below the neckline, but still end up making a higher low. That's why breakout trading, I don't really like it, because it's like it could fail for a little bit, fill gaps, make higher lows, stop someone out that's trying to have a stop loss below the neckline, and then rally again. So that's like why you always try to get the entries on the right shoulder as it's creating, as it's being developed, you know. Anyway, so it's kind of just like standard inverse head and shoulder stuff, right? Breakout trading is tougher, man. Again, below the neckline somewhere, marginally below the neckline. Yeah, I think Visa, oh no, not Visa, but McDonald's, all-time highs today. I'm loving it. All-time, dude, look at this psychotic whipsawing action, unreal. This is Monday, of course, right? Everything was screwed from McDonald's. It was making these technical breakdowns, right, chat? It was doing it. It was done. It made its lowest low, candle close low, since April 5th. That was McDonald's, literally on the 19th of July, on Monday. But it's not about the actual breakout itself, is it? Remember? What is it about? It's about the immediate fall through price action that you receive after the move occurs. And the immediate fall through price action was almost piercing line, gap up, back above the critical levels of support resistance. And then look what happened, the whipsaw to all-time highs. So it's a major, major fake out. Incredible fake out. I think Nike made all-time. Nike just keeps all-time high, dude. It's unreal. It's crazy. Yeah, it's psychotic breakaway gap and moon exceeding a 1618 fib extension. You got 175 psychological resistance, 183.66. This is crazy, man. It's gone. It's literally gone. PayPal, I think, had its highest daily candle close of all time today. Oops, wrong PayPal. Did it? Let's see the daily real quick. Yes, PayPal's highest daily candle close of all time today. Not on like wick close. Actually, I think even intraday. Yes, intraday it made its highest level of all time as well. It hit a high today around 309.47, and before it was only at 309.14. So congratulations, PayPal holders. Remember that time, patrons, that this was identified a higher low, double bottom above the 200-day moving average. It was brilliant. It was beautiful. It looked so good, and look what it's manifested into. It broke that neckline, ran up at the 886 at the 100%, and it breaks this. It's going to 332, 345, then 362.75. Man, it's incredible. Earnings coming up, according to TradingView, July 28th. So that will be, I think, late next week. Yep. FinTech killing it. Oh, another the God stock itself. Target. Unbeatable asset, chat. $261. Unstoppable since the COVID crash bottom. Unstoppable, you know, pull back like once. But this thing hit its highest level ever today, 261.03. Incredible. God stock. You can't even, I already tried it, you can't even use a curved line. Watch what happens when you try to use a curved line every way. You try to like go from like 2017, you do 1, 2, 3. Right, one touch, 2 touches, 3 touches, kind of 4 touches, and that's it. It's like gone. Like it's so far away from its mean. I mean, look how far away. How many bars is it? What percentage is it away from its 200-day moving average right now? It is 32.64% away from its 200-day moving average, which is $64, I believe. Yeah, man, I don't know. It's just unbelievable. I love it, dude. I'll show you another one that maybe wasn't a top gainer or anything today, but one that looks incredible. This is what you're looking for, chat. This is what you want to see, Comcast. Now, we had identified the beauty of this asset long ago. You know, we had seen a 3 rising valleys develop, and we knew that eventually this thing would go to 54.67. And we identified this back summer of last year when crypto was dead. Oh, stocks weren't. Stocks were looking real good last summer. Incredible setups. And look where they are now. And here's the thing. This thing looks like it's destined for an insane breakout soon. Comcast, ascending triangle behavior, and then it's like the acceleration of accumulation, right? Where it's like you legged up, and then you're legging up again somehow. Like, what the... Are you seeing this locally? I mean, that's like acceleration of accumulation, dude. Steeper demand line. Steeper angle of ascent. Bullish convergence on the higher low at the sell wall. Yeah, earnings coming up. This could kill it, dude. I mean, like next week, July 29th. So that's Thursday of next week. So, you know, that this could be all invalidated. And so Bulkowski always talks about trading an asset going into earnings. He doesn't like doing it because it can completely derail the entire look of the structure that it's developing before earnings are reported. So 33,177 on Bitcoin, looking pretty good, right up against that little supply line that we just identified, or I just identified, I guess. I plotted it, you know, see what I'm saying? So Comcast, don't sleep on it. If it survives earnings, man, I mean, maybe it comes down to like $56. Maybe you get another opportunity on a dump or a gap down, a mini gap down that we know would fill. But dude, this thing's on the cusp of glory, dude. All-time highs. It's already hit the all-time highs, but it's just been consolidating since March, dude. Think about an asset that's in a very bullish trend recovery, and it's only been consolidating bullishly for 129 days, man. It looks real good for now. Until something changes. All right, let's go back to Bitcoin real quick. I know people are losing their minds right now for good reason. Remember, this will be confirmed in 1 hour and 6 minutes. I mean, pretty much the truest of true confirmed breakouts on the RSI. You've been confined within for 7 months, 23 days. So almost 8 months confined, and now you've broken the chains. Not just on the daily, but also the 3-day from what I just had found, you know, by plotting it. Look, I mean, this is so clear. Do you see this, chat? This is real life.
Bruh.
And I'm talking about anchoring with the new set of data, new piece of data on April, the fake out, and it's like just now breaking out. And this 3-day candle will close in 1 hour and 5 minutes as well. So. Who's this guy looking at stonks? You misspelled stonks, Matthew D. Wow, AXS is up 70% today. Guh. Or inverse guh, I guess. Wow. Yeah, Hey Song is reserved for all-time highs. We got a long way to go. But that's the thing. You're never going to hear the Hey Song again. All right, look at this 3-day, chat. It's beautiful. Literally beautiful. What a powerful candle. We've seen one like this before, and it was January 28th. It was very, very strong. So this is how it begins. This is how it can begin. I'm not saying that the reversal is happening now, but I'm saying this is exactly how they start. This is how they can start, man. Resumptions of uptrends, man. Powerful. So we can, and this again, just reiterating, the 4 hour tried to be pinpoint accurate as you saw earlier. A and C, supply line, add it. Add it and I mean, you're literally touching it right now as I'm speaking to you. You can see how perfectly it's at it, okay? Attempting to breach it. Yeah, strong demand at 30K, certainly so. Like market participants did not let it go below 30K for long. And thanks for the 822 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, if you're enjoying this Bitcoin pop, S&P 500, equities, all-time highs, hit that like button, that bell us up. If you're happy about Friday, hit that like button. It is Friday, man. It's the weekend. Weekend Warriors Unite. Bitcoin's up almost 3% today, $954. go to breach it and then give me a higher high than the 4-hour previous real high, which was 34.5. And if you get 34.5 this weekend and you close, you get a weekly bullish engulfing candle. Unbelievable. Tie that in with a daily and 3-day bullish engulfing candle. Wow, it's powerful stuff, man. Okay. So I guess we got some requests, but I do want to look at gold real quick, and look at gold every day, right? So nothing burger, did nothing, down 0.26%, still above every area that needs to be above, but unfortunately, as you can see, it's almost like turning into a head and shoulders pattern, right? Where left shoulders, momentum shifting structure going on, unfortunately, testing and failing the 200, testing again, and then on the third time, unable to even test it. It's not really looking that great, you know, gold's starting to roll over a little bit. So hopefully though, all right, it's not a true pattern until it breaks the neckline. The neckline looks like it's set up right around 1794 on gold. So you break that, yep, then you're probably going down to make like an X, A, B, C, D. You're going to make a harmonic down here, which is, there's nothing too bad about that. There's nothing that's that wrong with an asset. This would be a textbook shark, you know, it would come down to the 886, and it would still be okay technically, and maybe it might be another trade setup, you know, like a 4-hour swing trade versus a position trade, you know what I'm saying? So maybe, man, you just can't break 1793. It looks like it might be doing that soon if this keeps up, right? It's like where you have high, higher high, highest high, then all of a sudden lower high, lower high, lower high. Oh. Okay. Gold, silver, you know, same thing. It's not looking, you know, it's right there, man. It's trying to hold on. Almost looks like it's bear flagging now. Yeah, dude. It's holding the demand line that goes back to September of last year, but barely, man. Just barely. Okay. First request. Alright, charts are. Forgot to look at total. Look at total. Remember we said anything above 1.3 trillion is amazing. That is extremely important. You're above it, man. You engulf to get back above it. And you're holding it. You're even back testing it and holding it as support. Anything above that is exceptional. But one thing that needs to be had, one thing that needs to happen on crypto total market cap is a discernible daily high close above the previous high, which was between 1.45 and 1.5 trillion dollars. Give me that, man, because you just made a low, a lower low, lowest low. But the great news about the low, the lower low, lowest low was every time you made those lower lows, you made lower levels negative momentum. Certain textbook class A bullish divergence, impending price action reversal implied, and it's starting with an engulfing candle, and it's beginning. Positive momentum's beginning to build again. RSI at its highest point since June 14th. Soon to be highest level since May 15th. Starting to do things, man. And if right here, look, a low, a lower low, and then the lowest low, and you have about, I mean, higher levels just about every time. I mean, it's very close, but it's still diverging from the price. Total, man. We can do things, you know what I'm saying, dude?
I like turtles.
That's right, you do. Deep breaths, chat. So we got ourselves Matic. Matic that hit the 200-day moving average and then engulfed. Hit a low point from May 5th and engulfed. And now sitting at that major inflection point that if it gets above it, some really good things could happen. It's a major inflection point for Matic. Yep, look at this. This was really exactly a reaction occurred, but no bids. Macro sucked and it rolled over. So it was an invalidated bat pattern. I mean, it was invalid. It played out, but it was so weak, right? Conditions were so bearish at the time, and it cracked to a lower low, the lowest price it had seen since effing late April. So still below that 200 moving average. There was not really an edge at all on the 4-hour, maybe on the daily, but that engulfing candle, that could be it. I mean, that could have been the beginning of a short-term reversal. right here, the daily kind of set you free. Nice engulfing. And you might be engulfing again. I like the narrow range after the engulfing candle. That's like bulls and control still. You break that, I mean, you probably could run straight up to test 120. Is that 20% upside? Not bad. Anyway, Matic surrounds you. Just kidding. Crypto surrounds you. Less than 1 hour to go until your daily candle close. Until your 3-day candle close. Bullish engulfing candle confirmation. Confirmation of an RSI trendline breakout. Not just on the daily, but the 3-day as well. Huge things in development in the next 57 minutes, chat.
Bruh.
So Eduardo, I've never used Ichimoku. I use stochastic, and you can identify divergence on stochastic as well. Same way. And it can show you kind of like when a move's done or not, right? I mean, like, hey, it's at the bottom, you know, it's like oversold, stochastic's oversold, so that can help you, I guess, but I don't really use it that much. Let's leave the next request. We got the skills to kill. New harmonic formed. Where skills was good, and then it couldn't break a high back from December 18th of last year. Sold off, made a lower high, and now another harmonics in existence. Or we just go on one of these lows, the same, they're about the same, so it's like XAB 55 and 88% retrace. There it is. A bullish bat pattern exists now on skills. No edge here, but nice reaction. A very critical level of support that must be held. I like to see this spring back test of spring act. I'm talking, this is literally perfect. I mean, right at it. September 2nd, the candle high close. Look, October 12th, the candle high close, right at it. When you sold off, you fell below those and hit the bottom, but now, like the bottom of the zone where there was a high back from July of last year. What's up, Grubman, dude?
Great TA on the divergence and what to look for. This is the time on crypto when people should be paying attention.
I mean, at this point, it
Cheers,
is.
man.
Like, you should not be sleeping on crypto. You should be paying attention to these developments that are occurring right now in crypto. This is very important. This could be, like, this could be signaling
Look
a
at
bottom
Matic's
right
3-day
now.
forgiveness.
If this holds, 30K holds, the engulfing candles, the trend line, RSI is broken, dude, this is like real stuff. It's not a joke. So the people that are watching right now, y'all are the ones that are probably going to benefit from this. Bitcoin 33,233, above that 200 moving average right now in the 4-hour. But SKLZ trying to, it sprung and back tested, it sprung in April and May, and now it looks like it's trying to back test the spring maybe. It's pretty interesting. It's definitely at a newer, lower risk area again. All right, so this was one we identified, and it blew up. It double bottomed and blew up, and appreciated in value from like the low point right to the high point. It went up 82% in less than a month. Pretty good, man, but it couldn't exceed the high from December of last year, so it sold off, and here we are again, maybe at good levels. If you hold above $14, this could go insane. This could eventually rally to much higher levels. Okay, just think about it. You had a low on price April 20th, you then had a higher low May 11th, and now you're possibly showing another higher low. Accumulation is quietly occurring on an asset that lost 88% of its value back from October to January. So yeah, this could be, I mean, these are like lower risk areas for sure, of course. SKLZ. When is Bitcoin's earnings, man?
Bruh.
I don't know, let's ask Elon.
Is that a joint?
He thinks you're high. Yeah, OXT dudes. Like triple bullish divergence at 100% retrace, right? It went 100% down, man. Like from November to June. You know, you didn't make a dime if you held this thing. But now look what's happening. You got a form of accumulation that could be going on right now, right? The things that we talked about we need on Bitcoin. Bitcoin has not done this yet locally. We need this to locally occur on Bitcoin eventually. What's up, Dominique, man? What's up? He says finally the time arrives too long. I mean, dude, an engulfing candle on the daily like that could be a signal. An engulfing candle, like, you know, rejecting lower prices is good, man. Like, dude, you know how many times things like show up and it's like, oh, it's gonna be so bad. But that's like, think about it. Something like a head and shoulders pattern, you know, in an uptrend or something like a long-term uptrend, like, you know, a head and shoulders pattern develops on an asset, right? Like a perfect one. Okay, like that. Like a left shoulder head, right shoulder. Oh my God, it's all over for the asset. I guess it's gonna reverse bearishly. Well, you know what can happen, and what happens all the time, and what happened, I don't know, like past year or two, we've seen on these, like you'll have the neckline, the beautiful neckline, it's so pretty, it's like maybe it's a little slanted or something, but it'll do this, it'll actually break down, it'll break the neckline, and then it'll be sideways for a while, and you're like, oh, it's so done, it's so dead, it's over. I guess it's gonna dump now. And then what happens? Money printer goes burr and the asset breaks back above the neckline. And that can be an area to go long. When bearish patterns are rejected, even on false breakouts, they can do this. Okay, you want a good example of that? I'll show you a great example of that. Great example, man. Here it was, chat, all right? So you see this, and this is stuff that could be happening on Bitcoin, where it was certainly dead. Qualcomm was certainly dead, the date of September 21st, 2020. Oh God, hold on. Pre-penthouse, trend lines, everything, of course. Let me try to do. When an asset fails to break out, or even false breakouts, look what can happen, Larry, right? It was done, it was over. Qualcomm was certainly dead, wasn't it? I remember, I was down in Orlando, and then what happened? Rejected the neckline, breakdown, and then went nuts. So that's stuff that happens when rejections occur. It doesn't mean TA is fake. It just was about the probabilities, right? It's like it looked like it was done for. It looked like it was gonna roll over and was gonna come back, test maybe the old highs as support again. Oh man, it had been perfect. It had played out beautifully, but too bullish conditions, too many market participants. That's exactly the stuff that the same type of thing that could have happened on Bitcoin when it fell below this 30K and it looked like it was over, and then immediate fall to price action was rejection. Bears got rejected. Okay. So I don't know if this is helping anyone. It might not. I'm just like, you know, we're just talking about rejections, and we had a true daily candle close breakout, bearish breakout on Bitcoin, and then the next day engulfed. That's not a true breakout, right? You get the three forms of confirmation, right? You have the breakout itself with the candle low close. We got that. That's your weakest form of confirmation breakout. The second strongest form of confirmation was when the asset breaks out, breaks down, and then back tests the resistance, or the old support resistance as resistance. It never did that. And certainly the strongest form is when it breaks down, candle close, then it back tests, then it bearishly engulfs. You didn't get that. You got the weakest form of confirmation on candle close, and then the next day. It's like you just waited a day, boom, it was gone, right? Oh, well, Qualcomm, by the way, also looks really good. right now. We'd identified this one though a while back for patrons. Qualcomm did. Let's. Oh, sorry, this isn't in the right chart. Anyway, Qualcomm's like about to break out unless it has now the neckline, confirmation line. Yeah, look at it. It's. Oh, I love it, dude. I love Qualcomm. It was a perfect double bottom, potential double bottom with divergence on the second low, and it's rallied. And look at this. I love locally the double bottom, higher low, double bottom. Just mini right there. God, those trend lines too are also.
Hey Mitch, can we look at JD? Please and thank you.
Yeah, you know, look at Chinese S stocks. They all suck today. They all got obliterated. Oh God. Yeah. Tao was the front runner of loserdom. Down like what was it, 50%, 60% or something like that. Trash. So Qualcomm on the verge of a breakout. Remember what happens. Bad action magnet move, if you want to call it that. That's for sure. Scott Carney being here saying that. The high probability area, if you do break the neckline, the confirmation line here, the probability is high, you're gonna go to the 886, 162.75. It just so happens that there's a gap fill literally right there. That is the target for Qualcomm eventually, 162.40. If this confirmation line can be broken, you've got a bad action magnet move, high probability of a huge run up. What's the upside? What's the upside of that if a breakout occurs? I mean, you have 11 to 12% upside on Qualcomm. So whatever, this was identified well before any of this move up. So, you know, all right. So Bitcoin still looking really interesting right now at a supply line, at least from the harmonic, above the 200 moving average, up almost 3% today. Over 70%, my God, dude. Well, Mr. Lodick, yeah, it was a culprit of getting me wrecked yesterday. Thanks, dude. So there's something that I have had up. I've had here, and I haven't even brought it up. I've had it up all week, okay? And so now I'm just remembering it. This is on-chain analytics, on-chain data. It's not really technical. I mean, it is technical because they're charts, but it's not like, hey, I'm using my oscillators. This was something that was pretty cool about Bitcoin recently. Bitcoin supply held by addresses with a balance of 1,000 to 10,000 Bitcoins. And as you can see, there's certain level of divergence going on, right? Where the price continues to go lower, but the accumulation of those wallets continues to increase. And now you hit, this week, it reversed, right? It was like, like they crossed over, which I think is really cool. Like divergence. So is there bullish divergence on accumulation of Bitcoin supply held in addresses between 1 and 10K Bitcoin? I think that's pretty interesting, something to pay attention to. Because look, I mean, like, you know, throughout the whole correction, man, it had been like distribution, like the addresses had been selling off, right? As the price started stagnating, and it just kept dumping. But now, instead of dumping, it's now making higher lows. So I think we have divergence there. Let's see if impending price action reversal occurs because of that.
Can you look at MGI on the monthly, please?
Dude, it's insane.
Breakout?
Cardano's a beast, right? Or not Cardano, sorry, MGI is a beast. Yep. Yes, it is. All right, I'm adding a little alert here, so just if I get lost in analyses, I'll hear a beep or something. What's up, Meth, the ETC Jesus man? The whale? We got whales in here. We do. And thanks for the almost 900 people tuned in. Good to see y'all under better circumstances as we're trying to break a supply line right now. Gonna try to make it to the end of the day just because it's, man, I got friends that are going out that want me to go with them to eat dinner. But I don't know, like this is special, man. This is like, you know, something seriously going on Bitcoin in total right now on significant time scales. This is data we needed. All right, next request. So OXT made that higher low, right? We need to go back to it because you actually addressed something and asked about something specifically on the weekly that I didn't look at. Three rising values on the weekly. Oh, dude, it's really good, man. This is pretty insane, dude. All right, if you look at OXT on the weekly, candle. I mean, we saw it 100% retrace from the low we had to this low, but candle closes. You've never had a candle low close.
Hi Mitch, how's cream bust looking?
No, I don't know. $10 minimum for request. I literally cut it in half. So just saying, dude. You know, I mean, if that's not good enough, nothing's good enough. Like it's not even worth $3. So is there? I mean, maybe 2 peaks, 3 valleys. I mean, another form of accumulation going on if you can keep candle closes higher than the previous candle low closes, and the hidden bullish divergence could be development here. I mean, yeah, it's actually, these are lower risk areas. If you're out there and you care about crypto, it's not just OXT, it's across this market. Many assets have done almost identical, similar things to OXT on significant times because they've lost all their value. They're back on sale, 88%, 90% sales on these coins.
Put in the wrong amount, haha.
What's up, Noah? Thanks, dude. It's all good. It's sometimes people don't know or whatever. Thank you, dude. Okay. Yeah, OXT, maybe. I don't know about 3 rising valleys, but I'll just tell you consecutive levels of accumulation, which is the same narrative as bullish and deep retraces. And on the daily, you have the higher low, so accumulation is in the midst of its development, right? Again, finally, higher low than the previous low. Good. Very good. We got ourselves a shark. Shark possibly reacting, reversing. All depends on Bitcoin, of course. You know, whatever, gotta say that. It's a good disclaimer. All right, next one was this. I've been here in a minute, I don't think. XDC. Trying to break back above 7.5 cents. That's a big area, dude. It's normally straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. So 7.5 cents. If you can break that, if you can get back above it, there could be a lot of upside. But as you can see, being below it too long, you can fall right to 5.9 to 6 cents. So it's all about the ifs here, man. It's below the critical level, but it's trying to hold. I don't see any sort of like pattern. It looks pretty illiquid, a lot of wicks and stuff. It hasn't really retraced too deep yet, you know. It's 618 probably. No, it's I think it's 73, 74% retrace. Nothing really sticks out as like an awesome long and how do you strategize, you know, stop loss and stuff, you know, because stop loss below 6.7 cents, it drops and goes to 6.1, then bounces. You know, it goes to that 786 retrace, so I don't really see anything so great right now. I mean, like, it could rally, man. I'm not saying it can't rally, but I'm not really seeing anything that's like, you know, what we look for. It's not at a critical support, back testing at support. It's not at a 786 or an 886 retrace. It's not showing confirmation low. It's not doing those things, so we just gotta move on. Thanks again, Grubman. Alright, next one. Just another Chinese stock that got wrecked. It's terrible, dude. It's like, what the heck? And it's like, wow, it was an potential inverse head and shoulders, and then it couldn't break the neckline, right? It failed, dumped, made a lower low than the previous low. It's making the same low 3 times now, and it's a below the 200 moving average. Wow, dude, really weak stuff. I don't know. I mean, I get it. It's holding this little support here. But to me, rejection like that, and now you made a lower high confirmed mid-July, July 15th. Just to me, I'm like, I don't really know if I know Chinese stocks are at those low risk areas. JD's not really. JD's not at the low risk area. It's not like Momo. It's not like IQ. It's not like Alibaba. It's different. It's not testing supports. It's not at critical ice lines. It's kind of just not really anywhere that spectacular. I don't know. But you got this low right here from September 22nd that it's trying to hold. I mean, if that holds, then yeah, there might be upside. But that's something you got to pay attention to. I don't think you want to be seeing this asset fall below this area. Otherwise, you're in a lot of trouble. It's a busted pattern. And now I don't even know what it is. It's kind of like just a wedge or a channel or something. Very weak price action after a dump. And it's attempted to rally too many times and it's just kept failing. And the macro is just not good. They've just, like today, the S&P 500, Dow Jones, NASDAQ Composite, Qs, everything like hitting all-time highs today. And they were terrible. Like, it's not just JD, it's IQ, it's Baidu. But then it's, most importantly, Tao, the leader of the losers. Look at this, dude. Down 70% today. It ended down 70%. Broke critical areas of support. Not so critical. I mean, like, you know, it broke. It did break like the $22, $20, $19 area back in 2017, you know, and it was holding it. And it's like, this is interesting. And then just, boom, devastated. What was it, though? What was the news on this that made it get so obliterated, you know? Tal Education did not seem like it was worth it, crypto nairs. Tal Education, they indoctrinate young Chinese communist children, or they convert children to communist Chinese people. And they literally lie about their numbers too. We remember that from last year. But it kept going up, but we knew it was a scam. We were just early, right, patrons? We were just early by like a year or something. I know, I'm kidding, crypto nairs. I was just joking because you said education. It's like, we're literally looking at Tal Education. It's all, you know, comes together, man. Oh, education has to go to nonprofit. Is that what it is? Is that what it was? Gotcha. Regulations, just normal Chinese S-coin stuff, S-stonk stuff. Highest level of volume, if you can imagine, of all time. By far, and there was nothing even close. But dude, they've got earnings next week. No, not really. 2 weeks from now. All right, Bitcoin nearing its highest high of the day. Let's go back to it and take a look. It's trying to breach that supply line, right, from the harmonic. We got them plotted perfectly right there. You saw me do it. So 35 minutes to your close. Testing. Not much rejection so far. Pretty nice, man. Thank you, Adam. For-profit education companies to become non-profit. I could see how you'd lose 70% of your value, right? Holy crap, man. That's like the worst news you could ever have. And that's the way it is, man. That's the way it is in China, communist China, dude. They don't need any kind of legislation. They don't have a process. They're just the mafia. And when they think they say something, they can, you know, Xi Jinping could wake up tomorrow morning and declare something. Say, I decide today I want to do this. They could have it written in law by the next day. It's that easy for them. When the stuff like that happens, I mean, that doesn't jive well with us, with the West. Freedom, human rights, all that stuff, man. Here we go, dude. 33,273. Nice Friday. Very nice Friday. Power hour indeed. The last 60 minutes of the daily and the 3-day. That's right, man. This is looking great right now. We need to make a higher high and we need to make a higher low. Okay. What's up, Echo Leaf, man?
To the cuz.
To the cuz. We have multiple causes today. Thank you for the causes. Cause. Thank you, dude. Okay, let's see. Okay. Alright, Moneygram. Didn't have a good day today, but it had a great week. This is one, like, I don't know, like, this is an old trade setup on MGI. God, can't see it. This was incredible. You can talk about a real inverse head and shoulders that played out like the Jesus man. Oh, it was so amazing. TA so respect, and then it reversed. It like exceeded a little bit, you know, then reversed, and then reset, and then went again. Ended up making higher lows, and it just again highest high, you know, you've seen since January 2018. It's incredible, man. So, look at on the monthly. He says, all right, the monthly. It was like Ethereum. It was like altcoins. Yeah, they were like, I remember there have been streams where, at least of the weekly, they look like altcoins. Double bottom, confirmed, breakout. You're closing, 6 days till this candle close, monthly candle close, and it'll be the highest monthly candle close since January of 2018. But something more important is about to break an inflection point that goes back to 2012, 2015. Okay, beautiful. Technical breakout is upon you on the monthly, and I guess weekly too. That huge. Let me just plot that little zone. You know how we do it? Help you visualize. You see that? And that's what you're breaking right now. So all it's done though normally in its lifespan is make lower highs, and you know we've done this before. I think 618's high to low, 618 reversal, right? Look at this. Oh, there's 50% before that. See, high to low. Just kidding. 618 reversal. All right, major reversal. So we'll see if history repeats itself. The asset high to low, you're at a 618, you're exceeding it. You might be bucking history.
Thanks, Mitch, for all you do. Can we look at DKNG?
Austin Lee, thanks for the 10. Yeah, we'll look at DraftKings. Sure, dude. So remember, the last two major highs to lows, 618s, you're at it again. But you're trying to break it right now. And if you do, it's much more, I mean, there's much more context historically. So I mean, I would think that the next level would probably be the 786 at 1424 if this can sustain. But yeah, doing things, it's overbought now for the first time since 2017. MGI, wow, sitting at 71.58. Beautiful. So you missed a lot of the run, if not all of it, and based on history, it's where you want to start being like, no, man, this is exactly where the asset has reversed majorly the last two cycles, the sell-offs and then the retraces. 618 retrace, 618 retrace, 618 retrace on MGI. So there you go, man. Okay, that's your monthly. That was the request. Bullish engulfing candle on the weekly confirmed today, and a weekly candle close above the major inflection point. Beautiful. Very good. I mean, that's an actual Moneygram breakout on a significant time scale. Not overbought on the weekly. All right, Bitcoin 33,316. Not bad, dude. Above the 200 moving average, trying to break that supply line. Let's go, dude. All right, next one for Nawab. Okay, Cream. Cream looking like a snack to me. It's on the weekly anyway. Good God. Here we are. We're back, chat. We're back at it. A little mini butterfly, bullish butterfly. You're back at what? The high. It's oh so important, man. September 19th, 2020. You're back at it. You got to break it. You break it, you're going to 272, 351 most likely in time. This one's been absorption of remaining supply for a long time now, and the higher lows are indicative of that. Like, I get it, man. These are exactly where reversals happen, but every time you hit this level, you up thrust and you fail. It could be a premature breakout. You sell off, but then you just end up making a higher low than your previous lows before, and that just shows there are more market participants that own this asset than they did before, and they keep pushing the price up against a wall, and eventually that wall of selling will be gone because too many buyers keep buying the asset, and then it'll shoot up, and you'll be like, oh my God, did you see that Cream is up 40% today? Oh my God, dude. Headline. Bitcoin 33,371, just hit its highest high of the day, highest high in like 2 weeks, or maybe a week or something. So Cream still looks great. All you gotta do is just break out, man. It's almost done. You're like running out of room. Reminds me of EA games, EA right now. Look, like you see this on Cream, right? Chat, you see it? And then we do this. We go to EA, and it's like, dude, EA on the daily, really? Look at this, man. You're running out of room. Absorption of remaining supply at 147 to 150, right? You've been sideways since July of last year. EA is on the cusp, man. Dude, you've been range bound, but showing eventual accumulation. We're talking, dude, a year now. We're talking 356 days EA has been stuck sideways, but is now showing all the higher lows, right? More market participants own this asset than before, and you're just butting up against the zone of resistance, which happens to be old all-time highs back from July 2018. Once that's absorbed, gone.
How much can we look at an LST?
Price discovery. What's up, Timothy? Well, look, thank you, dude, for the 10. All right, very close to a major breakout on EA. You're running out of room, right? You're nearing the apex. You're back inside the triangle, and a lot of upside could be in store for EA eventually. All right, so just showing you similar to Cream. I like Cream though, because Cream's like near the bottom, you know, and it's like this one's near the all-time highs, but.
EA is pricing an NCAA football 2022. Let's go.
Let's go. Dude, I'm gonna get a console. I'm gonna buy a console if that's real. Like, I'm not even kidding. NCAA football 2022 comes out, I'm buying. The last one I owned was like NCAA football 2009 or 10 or something like that. So sign me up, dude. Long on video games. Because it's not just EA. Look at this. Look at Zynga, I believe, is still. I know Zendesk is looking awesome, but Zynga, another video game company. Look at these higher lows. Man, you got to get above 1054. It's really trying here. But I think if EA ever breaks out, it's great for the entire sector. And I think eventually Zynga could see 1232 again. Bitcoin, 33,450. Let's go to it. Oh my God, chat. It's doing things. Follow through price action on a bullish engulfing candle. It's happening right now, and you're trying to break a little supply line very well right now. You just did it. 33,420.
Is that a joint?
Be alert. Be alert.
Hype in the chat!
Enjoying the pump. Hit that like button. The bell, a sub. That was a joint, they said. Not sure, man. Things are happening, chat. And there is hype in the chat. This is the first hype in the chat we've seen in a long time. Bitcoin's at its highest level it's seen since July 12th. Session highs right now as I'm speaking to you. Ooh, let's go. Above the 2 moon average. We got this, dude. We got this, dude. What a rejection. How we all got here, man. Where all hope seemed lost. But the immediate volatile price action was just in a golden candle. So nice, dude. Bears BTFO. Blown the F out. Look at this, how close we are. We're starting to get to like the midpoint of the trading range now. I mean, 35K, it's dead middle. Spectacular set of circumstances occurring, not just on Bitcoin, but total as well, right? Look at this. What was once a support is now becoming a support again. Today, man. And then the rejection within golden candle. It's so good, dude. Full moon kicking in. I guess so, man. How about that? How about that? A full moon this evening. Beautiful. What's up, Matt? Really hard to do requests when we have live price action because guess what, dude? We never get live price action like we're getting right now.
Hey bro,
not
how's it
lately
going? Can we
anyway.
take a look at XRP, please? Hype in the chat.
Isaac, thank you, dude. Yep. 33,500 and climbing. Highest level of the day, of the 3-day, of the 4-hour, of the 60-minute. You get it. All right. I'm gonna try to juggle this. So DraftKings, what a bat, up 0.18% today. Anything above 44.60 To me, I think you could see 55.82. We looked at this a couple days ago, but a drawdown, a nice low to high, deep retrace, and that's where the harmonic developed. Very good context for this. And so yeah, you come fill a gap. You might even come and back test the spring. That could be your lowest risk entry ever for a reversal low, right? But now you're in the middle between 44.61 and 55.82. So it's kind of hard to manage your risk at this level, okay? That's all I gotta say about that. It's good. It reacted very well on a harmonic, but again, where you are now, you flip the coin, it fills the gap next week. You flip the coin, it goes to test the 200 moving average or C and A, right? So you want it to be lower, come back, test that area, and that could be an entry for a long. Okay, that's it. That's your Donkey Kong, or excuse me, DraftKings. I don't know about this one, man. Didn't even have earnings, just NLST. There's not much I can really do here. I mean, like, what is there to look at? Look what it did. There's this high back from 2009. There's a high, an all-time high from like 2006 when it IPO'd. And it's clearly rejecting $8, $7.98, that high from 2009. It's below it now. It closed the week below it and also filled a gap. I wouldn't be touching this. I have no idea, right? There's no structure. It's gone straight up. You missed your chance, right? Composite operator was acquiring his position at much lower levels, right? I mean, think about 8 cents. Just think about it down here, dude. It's like 886s, double bottoms going on, smarter money. But again, it's 12 million volume, which is crazy. But to me, it's just like it's gone. Composite Man did his thing, and now it's probably over. Like, and I wouldn't be touching it, wouldn't be messing with it. Look what happened. It consolidated for a while right here, absorbed the remaining supply from February 2014, right? Absorbed remaining supply for a good few months, and then boom, was gone. When it eventually absorbed the remaining supply, went nuts. So that's kind of it for NLST. There's nothing I can do to help, like, oh, time to identify an edge or a low risk area, right? And there goes my NOA weather radio alert going off. God, man. Let's look at XRP. That is at the bullish pattern completion zone of a Gartley. I mean, it's there. It's definitely there. It's been here. How long have I had this plotted? Patrons up. I posted this like literally last month, like literally like a month ago, and now it's got a reaction low, potentially reversal low, right? One bottom, a second bottom. I mean, this is truly a textbook bullish Gartley from your lowest low to your highest high, a 61% retrace on B, a lower high, and then a 786, 1414 fib extension kind of confluent there with divergence that has continued on. Right, continued with your divergence. You now have it on the RSI as well. Yes, XRP is definitely at a level of lower risk.
Just cause you rocks Ben JP, thanks.
Hey, it's Lucchese, dude.
Bruh.
I'm traumatized. Lucchese destroyed me. He was like the general of the reckoning last night. Thanks, Lucchese, dude. All right, understand, chat. Lucchese, if you break above like 69 cents, you're gonna probably be going up to like 150 again. All right, I'm just saying. You're in inflection zone, inflection point. You could be double bottoming with divergence, and if Bitcoin turns around, you know it's going to be XRP, and everything else in this market is going to turn around after losing 78, 88, 98 to 100% of your value or more. Here's your XRP. So there you have it. Gotta check out Ethereum just to see how it's doing with the little pump we're getting on Bitcoin. Really showing some strength here. A bullish engulfing candle about to be confirmed.
Please take a look at CHPT.
Above the major inflection point. This means that you could run up to 24 to 2,500 now. Anything above 2K, this is where you run the risk of seeing that 24 to 2,500 next. So all the divergence in the daily and the 4 hour now is manifested into a run. We have a rally going on. Thank you, George Diploma, for the 20. Sure, we'll look at that right now, since we are at the end of the line of the request. This ChargePoint holdings, major level down at 1953, getting devastated, rejecting 200 moving average, selling off, no edge currently on the 4-hour daily. I think it's like you would interpret this as some sort of big range between $20, $19.50 and $31.50, and really weak close. Your lowest daily candle close.
The highs and the lows. Love the show. THX for the insights.
What's up, Uncle
Keep it up.
Juju? Thank you for the 10, dude. Much love. So CHPT today had its lowest daily candle close since May 14th. Not really a good sign. Not a good thing. I don't see any sort of harmonic going on right now. If anything, I did see there was a harmonic, and it was bearish, and it was X, A, B, C, and then D, right? Up there, some sort of, and it was like a mix between a butterfly crab pattern, where it hit a 130%, 1272, like a 1272 fib extension and reversed, right? And now that's just playing out, and I mean, you gotta wonder if 1953 will hold up this next time, because there's no X, A, B, C, D. I think it's way too shallow. If there was gonna be a B there, I don't see really anything. So nothing sticks out to me besides you're now correcting. You just ran up, rejected a breakout, and now there's some sort of supply line like this, you know. So it's just, I think there are better assets to look at than CHPT, where there is, I mean, oh, maybe eventually hidden bullish divergence. You know, you have retraced deeply, but again, why settle for an asset? Why settle on anything in life? Well, there's thousands of assets we can look at. I just don't think it's at a really amazing point right now.
Can you look at LAC if you haven't already? Ta looks like it may be disrespected skeptical.
It's been all over the place, man, right? I mean, it's technically okay above $12, but yeah, I get it, man. It's been really rolling over. It's below the 200-day moving average. It's not oversold. Yeah, it's really having trouble. Yep. It could never break $16 to $17, which is it, everything. If you could break that, you were going to the moon. Well, yeah, it seems like it's just bouncing between $16 and $12, and could go see $12 next week or something. And hopefully you can hold that. If not, maybe it's going into a correction, you know, but it's just been a nice uptrend. And I don't know, is there something we could do here? Oh man, that's not really good, is it? It's like you're kind of below an old demand. I don't know. Let's see. Just depends where you anchor, I guess. I think you've broken a demand line, but yeah, it's not really looking that hot, man. That attempted rally made a lower high, and now you're starting to make lower lows locally. Yeah, it's probably a lot. If it breaks $12, it's going to 926, like straight down. So that's, at least you know that. You don't want to see this 886 be violated. Yeah, man, it doesn't look that great, not Uncle Juju, but Kingsman. Yeah, not looking that great. Growth stocks looking nuts though. Amazon looked amazing today. I mean, you know, off that back test into hidden bullish divergence in the 4-hour and daily at the same time. Holy crap. Yeah, momentum for the growth stocks just continues to pick up. There you go, man. Just as the world was ending for Bitcoin, the next day it was back. It was alive. And now it's looking better and better. But there's just so much work that needs to be done, right? For a complete rejection, make a higher high than 36K, and then all will be well. Very good to reject that. All right, let's look at that 20 moving average, the thing that we've been testing and failing. Look at this, chat. This is a big deal. It's actually real. Look, I mean, 20-day moving average, rejection. You know, you broke it, but not for long. Rejection, rejection, rejection. But now you're breaking it really well. With 13 minutes, 48 seconds to go until the 20-day moving average is broken for real, until it's confirmed that we have an actual real RSI breakout. And that's, we're talking a almost 8 month downtrend on the RSI breakout. It's going to be confirmed. It's not just the daily. Again, just reiterating the analysis from earlier. It's not just that, it's also the 3-day. The 3-day RSI trend line is being broken today, and that will be closing in 13 minutes, and you will have a confirmed bullish engulfing candle on the 3-day. The last time we saw a bullish engulfing candle at this level was back January 28th, and from there it resumed the overall uptrend that took us to nearly $65,000. So there is hope. There is hope, chat. Positive momentum's building again on the 3-day. It's very, very interesting how things change so fast. Rejections. Bears rejected, dudes, 2 days ago. $33,500. It looks like we're going to be showing strength into the close, the 3-day close.
Noise!
Holy crap.
Hey Mitch, can we look at DML on the TSX? Daily oversold, bounced off 200 EMA. Going for backist, and then?
Singularity, thanks dude. Sure. Look at DML. Power hour, power minutes. Changing up the tempo a little bit, going into close. It's so significant. Wow. Kind of interesting. Yeah, really interesting. So much data on this thing, God. Goes back to 2010 where the support was, wow. See, I think this thing had its like Wyckoff like accumulation run up, and now it's like trying to hold on to 117. It's barely has, this doesn't have a million volume, it's very close, but like you see what it's trying to hold on to. December 2009, June 2000, July 2010, right? That's what it's trying to hang on to. And normally when you get above that, you're going up to like 171. Yeah, there you go. It's like price action correlation. It's timeless, isn't it? I'm talking about 11-year trend lines. So you're in an uptrend. You're at, again, a major inflection point. You kind of engulfed on the 20th, and it's all about the ifs. Sorry, audio might be too loud. If it can hold here, I think you might be reacting. If it can hold here, you got a chance at 171 against a range-bound asset. Now, if it breaks down, you're probably going to test the 200-day moving average right below it, around 111. But dude, I don't know how much you want to be falling below 117. But there's chop there. I mean, there have been times when it's reversed there. You know, so it's not bad. And you could say hidden bullish divergence could be in development from a low to the, well, it's a lower low, so never mind. Is it a harmonic? Do we have a harmonic on the 4 hour or something? Maybe it's like a shark. It's like a shark of some sort, kind of. It's a little too perfect on ANC. So certainly catching a reaction at a critical trend line, critical support ice line that goes back to 2010, 2009, right? But there's no edge beyond that. I mean, there's nothing really implying upside. You're just reacting. That's it.
Sup, Mitch? Fun night last night, bro. Lol spin again. Smiley face. Happy Friday,
Dude,
brah.
the spins that never ended. Holy crap, man. I have 5 chugs somehow. Oh, good God, man. So, you know, nearing the bottom of a range. If it holds, it could run up to 171. Literally kind of look inside. It's like a zone 167 and 171. So So yeah, nearing the bottom, but it goes to 109 and then bounces. You know, hits a 200 moving average and then bounces. You know, you could spring back test the spring. So if it's a real shark, then it could always go to 113% retrace, which is literally that other support resistance, right? That goes back to February 2017. So that might be an even more advantageous area to look at. 108, 109. So we know the 200-day moving average there too, right? It's just something to think about. And that's it, dude. We made it.
Bruh.
Not enjoyed the trumpet. Because if you look at Bitcoin past couple months, that's all it's been is a jazz chart, right? If you could plot jazz, this is what jazz looks like. All over the place. There's no trend. Pace changes all the time, right? Tempo, jazz. Bitcoin's jazzing.
It's China to me, China.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. 0.02563500 LTC.
What does it do, Michael? What is it?
Our true enemy has yet to reveal himself.
It's Kebuza. Thanks, Silvio, for the 318 of crypto. Of what was it, crypto? Litecoin. Thank you for the Litecoins. None. So we're now running the clock out. Okay, we've made it 1 hour 51 minutes into a live stream, but we got 6 minutes till your daily 3-day close. 3-day will be confirming a bullish engulfing candle. Tremendous. And the daily will be confirming an RSI 7-8 month. Let's just say an almost 7 month 3 week RSI daily downtrend breakout. Many good things are happening, and all it took was a little bit of price action, man. That's all it took, but we had to have it, and it had not happened until 2 days ago. So now that we have it, things starting to look hopeful again, optimistic again, above 30K. Oh yeah. Yeah, be sure to join the Discord if you haven't. 13,300 members and growing. Join it so you can get notified when I go live, because most
What
time
happened to
YouTube
Joe
will fail.
Biden's soundbite?
I don't know, dude. Joe Biden. I don't know who Joe Biden is, Elliot. So
Is that a joint?
yeah, again, I don't. Joe Biden. Anyone know who that is? Biden? You do. Join the Discord though, for real. Even Joe Biden's invited.
Anything you can share about how to trade?
Is that a joint?
Routines, rules? Keeping emotions in check?
Have a watch list and tricks to trade. I don't know. I thought I'd go over those most of the time throughout the stream. Routines. I mean, you should be scanning every day if you can. You know, your watch list, so you're really aware of where assets are. Setting alerts at areas you deem to be important, critical. You set alerts up at those areas, because like you could say, oh man, there's a harmonic in development, the pattern completion zones at the 786, but you're only at like a 60% retrace, you know, and you look at a lot of assets, you set the alert up at the 786 and you're like, okay, I'm gonna add that to another watch list, the one really gonna watch that one and hone in on it, because we'll see if we get a reaction low, and let's see if we can get a confirmation low, right? I mean, setting alerts up at major inflection points for assets that aren't quite there yet, that haven't made the cut. I guess that would be one. Keep emotions in check. Just keep trading in the zone until like it's just completely no more motions ever again. You read it 5 times, 10 times. Yeah, no emotion. It's inverse what, you know, it's inverse like what the way movies portray it to be. It's supposed to be like you're an algorithm, you're a robot, you're cool and you're calm and you're collected, and there's like nothing tying you to anything. You have no expectations about where an asset's going. You don't know, right, where it's going ever, and you're okay with that. You can still make money, not knowing where it's going. You should, Eduardo, do it again, man. I would probably read it, man. Don't listen to audio. You can listen to the audiobook, but also read it. Two minutes, chat. We're running out of the clock, okay? We're in the victory formation because of the things that are about to occur. $10.2 million of Bitcoin short liquidations in 10 minutes. And just getting started. Oh yeah? About to be the local on the 8s. That's right, trading without the right trading mentality is just gambling. Exactly. You can respect the TA all day, but I've said it before, I think I should make my slogan. It doesn't roll off the tongue as well. Respect the TA. Respect the TA, the PS, and the RM. Respect the technical analysis, the position sizing, and the risk management. You must respect all of them. It's not just the TA, okay? Be a logo on the 8s. Oh my god, man. We're gonna do it, man. Breaking up. There's all kinds of breaks happening right now. This is beautiful. Up 4% on the day. $1,304. Fantastic, man. One minute, chat. Number go up, chat. Number go up. Thanks for the 900 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button, the bell, and sub. Don't do it for me. Do it for Bitcoin. Do it for the S&P 500, the growth stocks. Do it for the pumps across the markets. The money printer goes brr.
Joe Biden is the opt guy that comes out on TV and was selected and not elected.
Who's op-ed guy? What's an op-ed guy? Is that some sort of special forces? Joe Biden, the op-ed guy, part of the special forces, dude. Excellent. Thank you so much for the briefing, Elliot Urbina Connect. Thank you, dude. 10 seconds, chat. 10 seconds until some extremely real confirmation occurs. 5, 2, 1, and there it is, chat. Jesus chimes. You now have a 3-day confirmed bullish engulfing candle at a major inflection point. Confirmed. You now have a confirmed breakout of an RSI trend line on the 3-day. It's happened. You were diverging. You've broken the trend line. You can clearly see it. It's right there. And then we go to the daily, and we have confirmed real, true breakout of the RSI trend line here. 7 months, 23 days. Let's just call it 7 days, 24 days now. You broke out. It's real. It's there. It's very, very real, chat. So you really can't expect much on a weekend, but anything's possible. And I think maybe a back test of the old supply line as a demand line, maybe a back test of the 200 moving average as support. These things are very real possibilities and wouldn't be weird at all if you went to 33,113, right? Jimmy Ragdale, what's up, dude? Full moon, dude. Causing full moon. Human emotionalism at its highest point ever. We're crazy freaking people. We're insane people because of the moon, dude. What's up, Misfit? PJ, Bino, OK Dell, Troy. What's up, dude? So that's it, man. Just wanted to stick around for an extremely significant 3-day and daily close. Remember, the daily, another important thing that happened is we were back above the 20 moving average, 20-day moving average. Nice. Now, you've been above it, you've rejected it immediately. That could happen again. I'm just saying, you're back above it. Always good, man. Always great. So I guess what I'll do is get out of y'all's hair, go get some dinner with some fine folks, and then we'll just reconvene maybe tomorrow if things are good. And I appreciate all the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. This is not the time to be ignoring crypto, because crypto is now giving us signals, multiple signals anyway, that they were bad, and now immediately with just all you needed was just a few candles, and now the data's good again.
Great stream.
Thank you, Misfit, for 1380, my man. Thank you, dude. Yeah, Matthew D, you too. The Matt D indicator. All right. So y'all be good. Thanks again for everything. I love y'all. Best community out there. Join the Discord or be destroyed. Until next time, respect the T. Hey.
Gentlemen in the mix.
Adios, turd nuggets.